What do you do, Isaac? Do you actually sell real estate? What's the purpose of this YouTube channel? Do you work for LPT Corporate? What's going on? What the heck is real estate CEOs? These are questions that I get all the time, and what I found is that not many people know the answers, and that's my fault. So I'm going to break down for you in this video some of the most commonly asked questions about me as an individual and why it matters to you. And trust me, it matters. Stick around to the end because I'm going to give you a specific thing that you can use me for based on all my experience and the answer to all these questions and how you can actually partner with me. So let's jump right in to the most commonly asked questions about me, Isacc Guzman with Real Estate CEO. Before we do that, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. We're always giving you the best, most relevant information on all things real estate, how to grow your business, how to get more leads, how to convert them at a higher level, how to get started with video, growing your team. We've got all in-house here at Real Estate CEOs. So make sure that you subscribe, make sure you like this video, comment, share with other people that need to see this. And also, if you have any other questions that I don't cover in this video, drop them in the comments below. Let's jump right in. All right, so first off, Isaac, do you sell real estate? Not anymore, not really, not under my name. So I have a team, and this team here in San Diego, they run all their transactions under their own names because we learned a long time ago that that's what agents want, that's what's important to them. So do I get paid from real estate sales? Absolutely. Am I the agent on file? No. Right, so I do take listings. I'll go on listing appointments with my agents. As a matter of fact, since we moved to LPT, I've been doing a lot of listing appointments. I also connect all my buyers. And so essentially what I do is I have an agent that's a production partner, meaning as soon as I get the client, I go ahead and say, okay, here is Daniel, and he's going to go ahead and show you properties and set that up. So he functions as a showing partner and also a listing manager. And so everything goes under his name, and then we have a team split. So that's how I get paid. So am I still in the trenches every single day? I'm in the database. I'm still making cold calls. I'm going on appointments, but all the transactions eventually end up with my team agents and my production partner. So hopefully that helps you. I'm still in the trenches day to day, especially on the listing side, but I'm not out there actually walking properties very often. I mean, this month I probably have been to 3 or 4 properties for something like an Avid or a final walkthrough or walking through with contractors with a deal that's about to close Monday. So I'm still very involved in that part of it, but I'm not usually the person like doing the every single showing or the day-to-day. I don't run open houses or anything like that anymore because my team does that. So just an answer, because a lot of people are like, hey, do you even actually sell real estate? Yeah, I did, I do, but also it's mostly through my team. And my team will be the first one to tell you, hey, I go out and I present, and I do it exactly the same way that I train them on our trainings and you here on YouTube. All right, so next one. Do I work for LPT Corporate? I do not. A lot of people think because I talk about LPT all the time, I'm really big into it, I interview people at LPT, I'm an independent contractor with LPT. So I do not work for corporate. And I'm actually here, I created this channel and been running this channel and have all this value, honestly, full disclosure, in hopes of grabbing more LPT partners and attracting y'all to the model, exposing you to it, answer your questions, and hopefully leading to my next question, do I sponsor agents? This is what prompted this video. Is I got questions about people like, hey, do you sponsor agents? Because I'm about to join. I'm like, yeah, that's what I do. So a lot of people think I work for corporate and therefore I wouldn't sponsor agents. 100% I sponsor agents. And so and I've actually got a lot of people on the back end saying, man, if I would have known that you existed or that you could sponsor agents, I would have named you as my sponsor. I totally get that. I'm not trying to take away from anybody, but I do want you to know that my intent is very much to partner with you and sponsor. And so the next question is, well, what do you give me if you sponsor me, if I name you as my sponsor? I'm not going to give you anything, except the fact that I now have a vested interest in your success. So at LPT, one of the best parts about it is I'm not going to make you some big fancy promise that maybe as the group gets bigger, as the organization gets bigger, I can't actually deliver on. Right? That's not fair. That happens in other brands. They make these big promises. Oh, come here. I'll give you free coaching. I'll give you this training program, all this stuff. Well, I give that to everybody at LPT. As a matter of fact, our open house follow-up system, I just posted, I gave it to somebody that said, I'm blown away. And I said, I got to just upload this to the group. So I just gave it to every LPT agent. Now, that doesn't mean that if you name me as your sponsor, I'm just going to throw you to the wolves. No, what that means is that there's no special package that you would normally pay for, but then you get it for free by partnering with me. I don't like that. I want to introduce you to the model. And if the model makes sense, awesome. I would love to partner with you and help you grow your business. And that's going to happen organically and naturally because when you succeed based on the way that LPT is structured, I succeed. So I have a real incentive. I'm really invested in helping you grow your business. So could I create this online little, academy and give it to you for free and then update it every 2 years or something like that and do a monthly webinar for you and all this? Yeah, sure. But no, the reality is I have a vested interest in your business to see you grow. So we do have masterminds for real estate CEOs every single week. We do have different things that we're working on and adding value to the group. But the reality is this, what you want is first a model that makes sense. Then you would want a guide like me to help you grow your business. So if you're thinking about joining any platform, whether it's LPT, XYZ, EXP, you name it, and someone's out there making you a promise like, hey, I'll give you this thing, that's awesome. That's great for them and possibly great for you. You have to start thinking, okay, well, what are they compensating for? Because the reality is I'm bringing in people into the organization. I'm not making any promises. I'm just like, hey, here's the model. It works exactly as described. And they're like, sign me up, right? So anyways, I do sponsor people. That's what I offer is my unfettered support in seeing you grow. And it might include jumping on calls with me and getting access to, documents and stuff that I'm doing on my team and, working through that stuff and joining our masterminds. But just know that I'm here to support people in any way I can, and I definitely sponsor, and I want to sponsor you if you're considering joining LPT. All right, next one. Do I own real estate myself? This is a question, and I thought this was a really smart question of somebody to ask me. So they booked, using the link in the description below, they booked a one-on-one with me, and they wanted to vet me out, dude. They wanted to make sure that I was legit. They're like, okay, do you sell real estate? How about, do you own real estate? Because a lot of real estate agents and professionals don't own real estate, which, there's a whole debate about that, whatever. I don't really care. I believe that they should. So I do own real estate. I own multiple properties. I believe at this point I have 5 doors. Not I believe, I know I have 5 doors that are income producing. And then I have my private personal residence. And then I own invested in REITs and all that other stuff. But I don't consider that owning real estate, right? But yeah, I absolutely do own real estate and I believe in real estate. And if I was smarter earlier on, I probably have a bigger portfolio, but that's neither here nor there. All right, so one of the last questions that I get all the time is, do I own other businesses? Am I part of other things? Yes, 100%. So I own a software company with a business partner of mine, Danny, and that's a recruiting-based software that works in certain markets based on what data we have available for. And so we partner up with teams and brokerages to help them scale their individual business by using our recruiting systems. And also I own a percentage of a construction company here in California. It's a general contractor company, so I do own that. And then I'm also partners in a mortgage company. My main function there, because I'm not a loan officer, my main function there is actually like in-house coach. So I help with sales and marketing and business development, because one of the value propositions that we have at our mortgage team is like, hey, a guy like Isaac will go ahead and help you grow your business as a real estate agent, so partner with us. So another question I get asked is like, hey, Isaac, what's your background? What makes you, credible to be able to talk to me about real estate and all that stuff? Well, I started in real estate software. Right? I did real estate software sales. I saw that people in real estate were making a lot of money. I started reading books like Think and Grow Rich and Rich Dad Poor Dad and ABCs of real estate investing. So then I went to some real estate seminar. I think it was like through Bigger Pockets. I found about this networking group, and then I went to some seminar, and then I bought a course on wholesaling and started doing wholesaling. Then I wholesaled some deals to some flippers, and they brought me in-house to do acquisitions for a little while. And then I went to go work for a real estate investment company, right? Just learning how to analyze deals and do a bunch of other things. And then from there, I got my license. And as I started becoming an agent, I joined a team. And then I went solo. And then I started working at a Keller Williams office. And we ended up growing the #1 Keller Williams office in all of Southern California, right? By volume, by agent count, by profit, unit count, you name it. We were crushing all those awards. I believe we did about $1.37 billion in 2018 in sales. In 2019, I left, spent 6 months kind of figuring out what I wanted to be when I grew up, because I knew that the team model was the right model, but was I going to start my own or partner with somebody? I ended up partnering with somebody in 2019. We took that team from an amazing team. I believe that year we did about just over 200 million in volume. The next year we started really aggressively growing in 2019. We went all in on video. We started really hitting the floor on recruiting and growth and sales. We took that team from, there was 9 agents when I joined, doing about 200 million, which is awesome, amazing. We grew that to 336 million the next year, to 612 million the year after that, went to about 85 agents, and we ended up becoming #1 in the world at our respective brand for volume sold. And so those are the things that I've been able to do. And so I've been, in the investment side, the software side, the lead gen side. That's where I spent 6 months in 2019. The brokerage side, and then also the team side. And so these are the things that I've been able to participate in. I've been very fortunate. A lot of it was luck and finding great mentors and then just putting in the work and that opening opportunities for me. And now I'm running a team with my business partner, Derek, and then we have all these other things going on as well. So hopefully that helps round out who I am, why you would ever listen to me. I know I give good, relevant information in general, but some people want to know, like, do you have the chops? We are in all 50 states. So if you want to learn more about, hey, can I partner with your mortgage team, maybe do a joint venture or something like that, or just use you guys and therefore have access to a guy like Isaac to help me grow my business? I'm happy to have that conversation too. So whether you want to be sponsored by me and partner up with LPT because the model makes sense, or you want to learn more about how you can have access to me by leveraging and using our mortgage team, which is crushing it right now, and people love us all across the US that are using us, our realtor partners that is, go into the description below. Click that link, book some one-on-one time with me. We'll figure out a way to partner because there's always some way to partner. There's other ancillaries that I'm working on right now, solar, all these other things. And so just know that I'm available for you. But my main bread and butter is real estate, sales, and helping people really thrive. And whether that's become a solo agent that's just a monster or grow a team, I've got you covered. And it's not just me, it's the entire real estate CEOs group. So I hope that answers all your questions that you know about me. And I think my track record speaks for itself, but I figured I would shoot this video and let you know that I'm here to help. Until next time, happy selling.